Oh,
What was that?
I don't know.
I should have icicles hanging.
Welcome everybody to Ladies' Nights.
Oh, hey guys, we're over on X. We are live on X tonight as well.
I was wondering what that was.
Yep.
That's cool.
I couldn't figure out. I downloaded X. I got on to tag and bees for tomorrow night, but I couldn't find you guys. Every time I punched your name in, it didn't show anything. There was no results.
Hit @ Grumpy Acres Farm. You'll be able to follow. We've been getting followers all day, so you should be able to go in there and do that.
I'll have to try it again then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, where's my?
It's Grumpy.
I'll try it on my other phone. I got my other phone.
Right, all together with a capital G, and then the acres is a capital A, and the farm is a capital F.
Ask her, can she just post it?
Oh wow. Okay, if I even have it on this phone.
Post it in the chat.
Yeah. So I don't know. Let's see. Well, he's got me on StreamYard right now because we use StreamYard to go back. So let me see.
Hi, Starla. Hi, Dusty.
So you can just go in there and do that. There, okay. Can you see it?
Oh,
darn it. I put it in private chat. Hang on.
Yeah, you did.
See, it's been one of those days, I'm telling you. People. There we go. All right. So now go in.
I'm already feeling the chill.
There you go.
It like plummeted here. I was like, I don't even know what happened. And then Garen comes in and he's like, there's no fire. And I'm like, there's coals in there. And because I couldn't really feel it because I had the oven on. And he goes, you're home. You're supposed to be keeping the fire warm. That's how we keep our house warm. I'm like, yeah, but I got stuff to do. I got to get the trailer, get everything ready for the trailer to be loaded. I got to get laundry done. Got to get all that stuff done. I mean, we had out at 5 o'clock in the morning. So.
And you're a night owl.
Yeah, but I sleep. I don't know what it is about a vehicle. I just zonk. I fall asleep.
Just like a baby.
Yeah. I think that's how my parents kept me quiet. I don't know. but yeah. So, hey Sam, why is it so cold in December? I'm shocked. I know this is craziness. So yeah, Garen and I remember. What was it? 3 years ago. 3 years ago at Christmas, we were actually in shorts and t-shirts with the neighbors sitting on a pile of gravel visiting. Kid you not. And but man, it is cold. The butterfly, man, there was a couple of them actually on Garen's live last night that they were just pistols in there. I was like, I didn't even mess with it. Even Lucy's like, we know what to do, Yoda. And I'm like, okay, fine. I'll just take care of freeze dryers. Gosh, yeah. So, we solved one of the freeze dryer issues. We think we know where the programming problem is. It's on the extra dry time. But once we changed the rack out on the large, it worked beautifully.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it only aired out when we added extra time because G came in at like 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning. He's like, your freeze dryer is done. And I opened up one eye and I was like, can you put some extra time on it? But just put some extra dry time on it. I'll tackle it when I get up. So, yeah.
If nobody knows where to get your freeze dried stuff, let them know.
Oh, yeah. GrumpyAcresFarm.com.
There you go.
But yeah. See, I can type that in there. What I say .com? I don't even know. I don't have my glasses on, and Garen put this computer really high, and so I don't even know if I did that right.
You don't have your glasses on the table?
Yeah, I do right here. Oh goodness. Yeah, so now we've got the medium and large going, and then extra large rack should be here when we get back from Tennessee, and so we'll have that one running. So we should be pretty darn close to being caught up for Christmas. So I'm excited about that one. And she went ahead and printed out a bunch of order forms, so we'll be taking those to Tennessee. So
Okay. Yeah, and Blue Butterfly, I've been running the wood stove all day and crashed electricity first thing this morning. Oh, crashed electricity.
what do you mean crashed electricity? What'd you do? Like does that mean outage?
Maybe that's why she's running the wood stove then.
Oh, maybe we heat with our wood stove, so I don't know. We don't run the furnace, but yeah, we were we were a little concerned for the house sitters, but I'm sure their dad will come over and start a fire to keep them warm. But and then we've got the space heaters and stuff, and if they tip over, then they turn off. So I'm not worried about that. But
we got a new electric heater. I love the thing. It's pretty cool.
Oh, neat.
Is
that battery operated or plug-in?
Plug-in.
So if you're running it off the solar, how many does it not take a lot of watts or anything like that?
It don't use hardly anything at all.
I'm surprised how little it does.
And also we haven't put it on high at all yet.
Okay, I will let Skeins know that.
Yeah.
So because we've been worried about that, she's having a hard time finding. Seems like as soon as she's ready to go get the stove, it's sold already. So
I went Walmart.com.
Okay, I'll let her know. I will let her know.
Oh, and Blue Butterfly said that she turned on the coffee pot and she's off grid.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Coffee
very cool.
maker.
Okay. Cool.
Darn, I hate this. I'm in on it, but it won't let me do anything unless I follow somebody. I got to follow somebody, and all these the ones that are coming up on my screen, right?
Can't see that.
I don't know any of them, and I'm not following people I don't know.
Is there?
And it doesn't give me a spot. It doesn't give me a spot where I can punch in yours.
Yeah, there should be
little magnifying glass thing.
Yeah, the magnifying glass.
No, it's not. No, it's not showing me. It brought me right over to this. You may be interested in, it says when you follow someone, you'll see their posts in your timeline. You'll also get more relevant recommendations, but it won't let me go back. It won't let me go forward. It won't let me do anything.
You're stuck in something. You're stuck in something.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you're stuck in the setup. And so because you had to go in and put your interests and all of that in there and then get through and do all of that. But trust me, we're in there and you can find us. And
I'll find this. I'll play around with it tomorrow when I'm in the mood.
Sure. I talked with Tag, and after I found out why Tag was banned and slapped on the wrist, Friday on Facebook's going to be interesting tomorrow night. I'm going to have to make sure that I watch it and follow up. I'm pretty sure he's going to get on restriction from Facebook as well. But all he did was put out facts and had the paperwork. It was everything, but because it did not follow what WHO says and it went against WHO, they said it was misinformation. Anything that goes against what WHO says is automatically shut down. That's what happened. 2 week
But
ban.
did you that one? It's like Billy thought last night that they would get shut down for the info that they were given about North Carolina. They thought they were going to be shut down, but they didn't.
Yeah, well, it doesn't go against WHO guidelines. But wait, because you don't really know yet. Right, because it takes a couple days.
It could still get shut. Yeah,
but because you have the option to go back and you can say, "Hey, I'm challenging this. This is where I got the information. This is what happened, and that kind of thing." And that's when they got honest with Tag and said, "Okay, well, look, your information doesn't follow WHO guidelines, and so because of that, you're done."
Yeah. So Billy's could be still shut down.
And that's why we are all headed over to X.
Get
So
word.
we'll just, everybody will just be able, StreamYard will take us to everything, to Rumble, to X, and all of that. So if Facebook shuts us down, that's all right. We got two
Yeah,
other
I'm on Rumble.
platforms.
I'm signed up to Rumble.
We're on Rumble.
We're on Rumble too.
Yeah.
We could tell them our link.
Hold on. Blue Butterfly. I really have no idea what kind of heater it is. I was looking at the pictures online and seeing which one I liked.
Do you have the box?
You don't follow instructions or
No.
anything? Read the book?
But don't draw much of
The box I automatically give it out to the dogs. They love to chew up cardboard.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. And then Skeins is in here. She says howdy.
Instruction manual. Do you have the instruction manual? The
I
warranty?
probably do have that.
She's like a man. She won't read that.
Yeah, Skeins.
I always read everything.
Skeins, this is the heater that you need to look into. Ashley and them just got one. They're on solar. It's running great, and it's not taking hardly any energy whatsoever, and it's heating fantastic.
Because it'll say the name of it.
I can't read that.
It's one of the electric heaters.
Use electric stove with inflared quartz heater, model number Shag-G24F, but go hold it up a little bit higher so I can see. No, you go higher with it. Show me the lower portion. keep going. Right there. Stop. All right. So I still can't read that fine print. I don't know. Dang.
It really doesn't say it. It's from Walmart. So, it's the mainstays.
We got to paint her hair blonde.
let's make you out of stretch and see. These old eyes, man, I tell you. And then I have to do it through the computer. In the second page, you have all the information. See, even Blue Butterfly is like, can't read.
Yeah. Well, also, if someone's looking on their phone, it's a whole lot tinier.
Mm-hmm. What name are you under on Rumble?
All American Prepper 13.
Yeah, it's usually the same. So Grumpy Acres Farm here. So
it won't focus.
What do you want?
That's why.
Get up here. Come here. Up here.
oh,
Come here.
you know what?
Come
Right,
up.
they're on YouTube
Come
and
on.
we're in StreamYard.
Get up here.
Yeah. Okay.
Come on, River.
Yeah.
This is my new addition to the family.
Aw.
These are the strays that were here. This is River.
This is our new stuff.
He's the boy cat.
Yeah.
Him and his sister's been running around here playing because it's cold out. So they come. I've got them trained where when they're outside in the snow and that, they come in, they scratch at my door, and I let them scratch 3 times, and then we let them in, and they come in. And then when they got to go outside to use the bathroom, they either meow at me, come to me, and go to the door, or they scratch on the door to go out.
It reminds me of Sheldon. Penny.
That's my coffee. You
Penny.
can have it.
Penny.
Okay, so I'm a humongous fan of the Big
This
Bang
is
Theory.
Lily. Lily, take a look at the camera. This one I don't know. She's dark, so
Yeah,
this is
we
Lily.
see the face.
Yeah, it's dark. I don't know why it's so dark in here all of a sudden. There she is. That's Lily.
Like a tabby. Yeah.
Yeah, she's tabby. Long haired.
Garen and I, it took us years to finally catch up on young Sheldon to figure out if Sheldon's dad really had an affair or not. And then after they got back from Germany, Garen and I just started busting up laughing. And we have felt so bad I know it's a TV show, it's so stupid, but we have felt so bad for Sheldon that his dad had an affair and he walked in on that. And it's not really what happened. So it's just like too cute. We laughed about that for a long time. We're weird people.
And what I find really cool though is the mom, young Sheldon's mom on Young Sheldon's, his mom, and the older young Sheldon on Big Bang Theory. Those moms are sisters in real life. That's why their eyes are familiar, the same.
Really?
Yes.
I did not know that.
Yeah, they're
I didn't either.
Okay. I wish they would have kept Annie Potts for the older, but I guess who knows what happened. You never know. But
Yeah.
I really like Annie Potts. She's funny to me. But
and then of course right now they got the next one over on after Young Sheldon. Now they got Georgie and Mandy's second wedding or second marriage.
Yeah, I've been missing that because I'm on with you. I don't have a recorder.
Yeah, I don't have live TV. Well, I don't know what channel that comes on, so I don't know if Freevee has that.
It probably does. It probably streams on somewhere, but I honestly, I don't have time to just sit down. If I had maybe a smarter TV in the kitchen, that's how I keep up on everything because I need noise, right? So I just get out of my head and do all that, and still have the TV on. And then I have my programs. You can ask Gaines. I have my programs like clockwork. I know what channel I need to be on, and where to go, and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, and then I just cook and do all that. But the living room TV, it's mostly G and Company and that kind of thing. I'm always in the kitchen, and mine's not smart enough to get all those stream channels, but soon, someday, we'll see what happens.
We watch everything on our laptop. Our laptop is our TV.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't even think about doing that.
I attached my laptop to my son-in-law gave us a 52-inch TV. And so I attached my daughter because I lost my laptop in the fire. So my daughter gave me hers. She had to upgrade from school. So she took all her stuff off, gave me hers. And I put YouTube on it and everything. And I connected it. And my husband watches all his Westerns and everything on the 52-inch.
Yeah, we just do antenna.
That's why I'm on my phone.
Well, Skeens says no, they're
mom and daughter. I know
So-
they're related.
Yeah, they're related. So I had to think about that, but I remember the grandma coming in for the wedding. That was not Annie Potts, and I thought that's who you were talking about, Meemaw. But so yes, no, now I'm caught up. The gal from Roseanne, that is actually her mom.
Yeah.
And yes, I did know that. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
I was thinking Meemaw, and so I was a little confused. But no, I smell what you're stepping in now. Yeah. My YouTube dropped out first of the week.
What?
Huh? The YouTube Blue Butterflies YouTube looks like crapped out first of the week.
Huh?
I don't know what that's about.
Oh, there was something in here that I thought. Oh, Skeins said for Lucy earlier that she had trouble finding the search button also on that X.
And Skeins also asked if you would take a picture and send it to me of the heater, what type it is, and that way I can send it over to her.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that when I get off.
Use it that much.
All right. And so are you still stretching that lamb?
Yes.
I thought it had been gone by now.
I don't. It's like a flavor I want to make last as long as possible.
Well, you know where you can get more. You know where you can get more. So
oh yeah. I probably should put one in the. Yeah, I'm going to get one out so it can unthaw.
Come pick up a lamb, butcher it out, take it with you. So we sell them. They're cheaper if you buy them on the hoof and butcher them than it is if you buy it already butchered.
Cut and wrapped. Yeah.
We just got refrigeration.
Yeah, so I think I told y'all when I got refrigerator finally.
8 years ago.
Because I got it so I can go ahead. That's the kind I want in the van. And I'm getting all the big stuff, so I know where I'm gonna lay it out
Get
at.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I've been like, it's nice to have a fridge.
Hey, did you check out and see? So, in that when you're getting the rig and everything together, where did I see that? Sam's Club has a 5 cubic foot freezer for $100 and I think it's like $149
Oh,
and you can change it to like, I should have told you this before, I didn't even think about it, but it really doesn't take up a lot of space, and then it's kind of like a chest, just a square chest, but you can turn the thermostat down and use it as a refrigerator as well. And so I'm thinking we'll see how SOE goes. And I'm thinking I'm going to go pick one up. And I'll use that for festivals because I can just throw everything in there.
yeah.
And especially for powwow, because, you know, when I take the tamales and all of that and get all that stuff done, they're frozen. It takes time to steam everything and do all of that. People get frustrated because I sell out of tamales so fast. It's not even funny. And but they know Grumpy Acres is coming and she's got tamales and everybody comes in and I'm wiped out.
I've never had a tamale.
Never. Oh, you don't know what you're missing.
Never heard of them.
Oh yeah, no, my tamales are good. And so, but yeah, the tamale. Oh man, I have actually had chefs who have eaten all over the world come up to me and tell me that those are the best damn tamales. My tamales are the best damn tamales they've ever had.
Wow.
So, yeah, and I do.
That's an honor.
It is.
When it's a chef, that's an honor.
Yeah, I just can't make enough of them when we go to festivals. So I'll probably start rolling tamales out on, well, it'll be January. So I'll start rolling them out in next month because I'll have to have that many stored up for first festival. Because our festivals, you know, the seasons, you know, they're pretty much back to back. And so we'll get a little reprieve. Kentucky Sustainable Living is going down to one festival a year. That one, I believe, is in July. And so I'll have to
look
check
at Blue's chat.
Huh?
Blue Butterfly. She's like, you still have some for sale? I want some.
Yeah, I can make
Sorry, bud.
I do custom orders and I do
sorry,
ship.
didn't see you.
Yeah, I do custom orders and I do ship, Blue. Yeah. So you just need to let me know how many of what you want. And I can do that. And I do pork, beef, or chicken.
We'll have to get some from you then.
Yeah.
I want lamb. I don't want to be.
I can do lamb. I can do lamb. And that's really big. That the lamb is more big here at powwow because everybody is just all about lamb. South, so at powwow, the ones that are coming from the south, goat is what they want. And so yes, I can do anything. I can do goat, I can do lamb, I can do chicken, I can do, hell, if you want duck, I'll butcher a duck. I can do
what did you?
Okay, so you just got his interest peaked right there with duck.
Okay.
We have the only duck I've found recently without going shooting one or whatever is at the store here, and he don't like farm raised duck.
He doesn't like farm raised duck.
I mean, no. I'm sorry. No.
Store bought.
Yeah, the store bought. Like the difference with the lamb and your farm raised.
I was like, I don't know how I'm going to help you here.
yeah. No, I meant store bought duck.
Right.
So he's like, he's had it before.
Yeah.
So he's like, when I got him that duck, he's like, this is no.
Blue Butterfly, not too far from you. You're right in Missouri. We're in Northeast Kansas, and powwow every year is Potawatomi Reservation, right off Highway 75, and Marietta, Kansas. So
duck and lamb.
Yeah. So he wants all my duck and lamb.
Well, we're putting an order in for your duck.
Okay. All right. Yeah. And they're Muscovy, so they're delicious. So
I'm getting ready to butcher a male because he's been attacking my turkeys and injuring my turkeys.
Uh-oh.
He's a nasty old bugger, so he's going in the stew pot. He's gonna get baked.
I got a rooster that's got to go. And Garen's like, I'll take care of it when we get back. And I'm like, he's really mean. Like eyeballing me mean. I'll be out on the front porch and he's like, I see you. I'm like this. And I'm like, I'm going to kick you. That bird. So
I remember years ago we had a problem with the white rooster kept attacking my niece. So I took the broom, the corn broom, and it come running, was going to jump at her, and I did a golf swing, and it went flying in the air. Boy, I tell you, it never came near her again. It barely got up, but once it got up and started moving around, I said, "Come back, buddy, because you're going to get her next time, and your head will be coming off at the same time."
yeah.
And I tell you, he never came back at her again. He never come near us.
Yeah. Rabbit,
My machete. That's what I use now.
Rabbit, you need to be really careful coming after my food like that. I'll make you quesadilla. If you want quesadillas, I'll make you quesadillas. But don't you dare throw my tamales in the trash. I don't think a lot of people know what goes into making a tamale. That is a process, and it takes a long time. And you're talking days of work just to get 50 out, and I'm rolling out 100 at a time, if not more. So yeah, there are weeks that's all I'm doing is tamales all day long every day. So watch it, buddy. Well, don't throw my tamales away. I have a lot of people that tell me they don't like tamales, and then they eat my tamales, and all of a sudden they're hooked. So you're just not eating the right tamales. Oh,
No.
somebody else. So the tamales, I had made tamales and took them out to the res, and it was Nick, a guy that Garen works with. He was telling they went to someplace in Topeka to eat, and they had tamales, and there were peas in them. Like, who in the hell puts peas in their tamales? Like, they were just looking for something to fill it with, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta ask you something, Yoda.
No.
I gotta ask you something. Let me get my thing up here. I went to our local gas station, and it's been sold and bought by who Trudeau brought into our country. Anyway, that's the way I'll put it. And I walked in there, and usually I get our diesel fuel for the tractor, and then we'll put gas in the truck. I'll go in and I'll pay with the debit card, just one bill, right?
Yeah.
They wouldn't do it. And I said, "What do you mean?" And the girl turned around and says, No, you pay. I said, that's only $20. That's all I wanted for diesel. And I turned around and I says, "Well, no, I want my gas and diesel together into one bill." She says, "No, we don't do that here." I said, "What do you mean?" I said, "I'm not double tapping my damn card." She said, "Well, you pay for this first, and then we'll pump your gas and pay for it." I said, "No." And my husband had already pumped the gas, so I had to double tap my card, and I freaked. She started arguing with me, and I said, "No, I've paid at this gas station for over 30 years. I've never had the double tap when we were using these stupid cards." I said, "That's just giving you guys extra money and the damn government extra money for taxes." There was two other people in there, and they seen me freaking out, and one was the owner of the local grocery store, and he just kept grinning. And I turned and I says, "That's it. I never come back here for gas. When I got a double tap and it's going to cost me extra in taxes," I said, "That's it. You've just lost I walked out, and I will not go back."
So explain to me how
He
that
wouldn't
works.
stop arguing.
Explain that to me how that works there, because here in the States, if you double tap, like even if you put it together, the tax would still be the same as what the tax would be if you split it. So are they, and
The reason I call it double tapping is because like Tag said, every time you use that card, right?
Yeah.
You're giving that tax money to the government. Every time that card, that's coming off that dollar, right? So why should I have to use my card twice in within just a couple minutes at the same place? You know what I mean?
Kind of, sort of confused. I'm not gonna lie. Like I get,
But talk to Tag about it, and he'll understand what I'm talking about. Because he's the one that talks about the dollar.
So
every time you use that card.
Yes, that's why you should pay cash. But so that's what that means when we talk about that. That's why you should pay cash. But because cash is easier, or bartering, that kind of thing. Your taxes though no matter. So if you get $20 here and $30 there, $50, the tax is the same on $20 and $30 as it is $50. So,
That's right.
but let me tell you this, like if you paid with a card to do that, then here in the States anyway, there's a fee to the store owner. So each transaction has a fee, and then per transaction put in has a fee. So the credit card company takes like whoever's processing the cards, they take like 2.6 to, I've seen it all the way up to 4.8%. And so they would actually be losing money. So I'm not sure why they made you do that twice.
No, that's the way they do it. That's the way they do it, because the old owner, which I knew personally, him and his wife, I've all the years that we've been using the card, or even whether paying with the card, they've always put everything on one bill for me. Not two separate bills.
Yeah.
Everything always came in on one bill.
If I own the gas station, I would do it the same way because it saves me money. That's just piss poor business is what that is. I mean, it's that simple. They're not thinking.
Yeah, they're charging them more money as well. The store is being charged more money.
They're not thinking that through. I wouldn't do that. In fact, I'll have some people come up to me and they're want a $2 item, $5 item, and that kind of thing. And then they hand me a card and I'm like, no, you either buy more or you need to pay cash. And
our convenience stores are like that. To use your card, you got to spend a certain amount.
Yes.
Or else they won't. You got to pay cash.
Yeah, because at that point, I'm paying you literally to take my product off my shelf, and so I'm just not doing that. Not doing that, and it works out good. So it's all fine. I've never had anybody say, "Oh, I can't" or anything like that. They usually scramble and they find the money, or they buy something else. So.
Yeah, no, it'll be cash from now on, but I won't go there. She was rude. She started arguing with me. You don't argue with the customer.
Oh, no. Okay. So this is what we were talking about in the beginning. So you are right. I literally watched a girl. So I was at the store and the new girl, and she was under 21, so she couldn't sell alcohol. Somebody else had to do it. So she waits for the other girl to come over. I'm being patient. No big deal. I understand. And so the other girl comes over and the girl was like, what are you doing? Because she started keying in first before she scanned it. And she's like, the young girl says, no, that needs to be scanned. And the girl's like totally not recognizing, not communicating, not doing anything like that. So the girl goes, well, here, I guess I can help you. And again, the girl says nothing. So she grabs the scanner, walks over, scans it, puts it back on, and she goes, now your code will work when you put it in there. That girl turns around and looked at the other girl. Oh, I was mad. I was lit when this happened. And she started reaming that other girl. Don't you ever do that again. You could cause them to lose their liquor license, and just going on and on and on. And I'm like, first of all, that is not that girl's fault. That is your fault. You are the one that caused that situation, not that young girl. That young girl asked you several times if you needed help and tried correcting you in the way that you were doing it. And she was being nice about it. You right now, you are just being a beat. And that is not okay. Yep. Oh, I was so mad. I was mad. And you could tell that girl, all of her self-esteem and her self-worth, she just literally just caved in.
Right in.
And I was just like, this poor girl, because at this point she's embarrassed and all of that. And I would have reported it to management. The only issue that I have reporting it to management is the fact is that the young girl's under 21. She cannot sell alcohol, and she probably will get fired if I say something about it. So it just is what it is. But I told the girl, I said, hey, I said, you have a better day. I said, don't let her get to you. And I just walked out. So, and then she was like, your date of birth. And like, I don't know how you can look at me and not know that I'm over 40. That's so ridiculous. And so, your date of birth. And so I tell her, and she's like, I'm sorry, I'm hard of hearing. I can't hear you. And so I looked at her and I very clearly gave her my date of birth. And she was like, what? And so I say it louder. And she goes, no, really, I am hard of hearing. And I tell her, I understand that. And that's blatantly obvious to me. This is the same woman. Blatantly obvious to me. You probably shouldn't be a cashier. And I'm not screaming my personal information out across the store so that you can hear me. So she shouldn't have been the one on the register. But look, I'm getting all flushed.
That's right.
Because that made me mad. I'm like, man. Yeah. And then, then I get out to the truck. Oh, I wanted to scream. Then I get out to the truck and somebody has pulled up next to my truck and left me this much room, I kid you not, between their car and the truck. I kid you not. It's the only way that I can get into the truck because I haven't replaced the battery in my key fob. And because it just doesn't bother me. Why go spend $150 to get that done when I can, just manually open it up? And so,
Okay.
What?
Hold on, I'm bringing it up. That is so funny.
Oh gosh.
Oh man.
Oh, that's so funny.
So here I am, just like appalled. I wasn't cussing yet, but I was just like, who does that? And so sitting here talking in the middle of the parking lot, I already told Little Miss Prepper this, and like sitting there and I'm just like appalled at what is happening here. So I figured it out and I got everything loaded, and then I'm like praying and squeezing and hoping, that I've lost enough weight to make this happen and I'm going to be limber enough to get up into the truck. And oh, it was a mess. And the older couple that
I would have pulled my truck out and I would have went over and got a whole bunch, if there was shopping carts or something around, and I would have put it all around their vehicle.
I couldn't because the older couple that, because he had looked at me because he caught on to what I was saying, what I was doing. And he caught on, he was standing right behind me and he said, I take it you're the pickup truck. And I was like, yes. And the wife goes, I've had to crawl from the other side over. You're probably going to have to do that. And they literally watched me until I left the parking lot. So I would not have gotten away with it. It's like I told Ashley, I mean, like I could have done something mean. I really wanted to slam my driver's side door into the vehicle. And I did not do that. I held my temper and all of that. And I was very grown up about it. And, but yeah, no, I would have got caught. I always do. I always get caught. People are always watching.
Put my lantern on. There we go. Now you can see me better.
Carolina vinegar sauce on it with coleslaw roast. I don't know. There's only one Carolina barbecue sauce that I've tasted that I've liked and that I thought was decent. And it took me a little bit to get with it. Man, I can't remember what his name was. He sent some bottles to tag for all of us to try. And then, so I tried a bottle and I actually liked it. So, but Carolina does their barbecue funky. It's not right. How to do it Midwest.
That's good.
Tasty barbecue.
Yeah. Question on for people that want to purchase your tamales or whatever.
Duck.
Or duck. Okay, duck. How would they pay you? Venmo, Cash App, any of those?
Yeah, Venmo, Cash App works. And then I prefer that over PayPal. PayPal charges me. And then I also, there's another one. I have something else. But I can also take a card and process that. I'd rather there's no fee if you do Venmo or Cash App. So that's the best way to do it. But I can take credit card over the phone too. But prefer Cash App. So,
okay.
Okay.
But yeah.
That too.
Yeah, just email me and then just email me and let me know what you want. And then basically what what we'll do is we'll take what you want and then set up a butcher date. If I don't have something in the freezer, set up a butcher date and then ship out. And shipping's pretty standard. So I mean, with the styrofoam coolers and stuff, it just depends on the size. But I can project what the size of the cooler is going to be and put the sizes and the weight that you're getting in and know exactly how much shipping is going to be. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So
it's not too bad. And
Yeah,
then
you want duck. I want
I want
lamb.
some greasy.
They're gonna fight over what they want.
I mean, I can send you both.
That's funny.
Yeah, we'll probably be getting both.
Yeah, we would.
Oh gosh. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, so that's it's just people are just, for it being as close to the holidays as it is, people are grumpy and they're just not nice people. They're just not being nice. I literally will smile at people and they just look at me like I'm nuts.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Oh, that's the way people are nowadays. Same here.
but it didn't used to be that way here. So I think times are getting tight. I think pennies are getting pinched and people are just they're tired.
Yeah.
They're working 2-3 jobs. They're trying to figure out how to make ends meet. And you know, that's a lot going in one brain and doing all that. But that's why it's so important.
I don't know how my son does it. He works 6 days a week at the scrapyard, and you might as well. They live common law, but I don't call her his wife, his other half. I call it lately. She turns around and she puts the ad out for all this because they usually do snow shoveling in the winter. She's got 15 jobs lined up for him for snow shoveling roofs.
Wow. Actually,
I don't know how he's going to do it.
Email address is it the real Grumpy Acres?
I have no idea, actually.
I think it is.
Oh, I got it in my book. Hold on. Let me just find your name.
If I sound scatterbrained, like I'm not remembering things, it's because I am.
Yeah, it's the real Grumpy Acres at Gmail.
Okay.
Type it in.
I am. I'm on it.
He was wanting me to do it.
Oh, I've got it. It's
There
right
you go. Yeah, that's it.
And then we'll get to it. Now, this always happens. We're leaving for the party, so we will be gone all weekend. So understand, I will not be shipping or cooking anything for the next 3 days, but I will be right on it as soon as we get back. And so definitely do that. But yeah, and then freeze-dried food, you can get on and see what we have available through grumpyacres.com. So
Brian said that he had a lady scream at him for holding the door at the gas station.
Are you kidding me? Or
was it one? I'm wondering on that. Was it one of these ones that they can do everything themselves?
I'm starting. I'm fixing to quit bouncing.
I'm actually teaching my son to hold doors for women. I mean, I've been trying to teach him forever, but
you know what? Here's how I feel about it. But my opinion, any man that doesn't hold a door open for a woman or young lady is not a man. Period. And so, you know, chivalry is not dead, and you best be figuring out that you need to be respectful and do all that. That's how I feel about it. So,
yeah,
you know, my husband is right there, you know, unless he's got stuff in his hands and that kind of thing, then I'm like hauling butt to get to the door and opening it up. But he opens doors for me. And, you know, I grew up that way with the men in my family doing that. And here I'm going to say, you know, men still do that. And so it's good, especially young men are doing it too. So,
yeah.
All of that down here for that crap.
Yeah. Oh, he even got one time yelled at for saying yes, ma'am, or no, ma'am, or something like that to a guy. Well, I'm sorry, it's not a. Well, it's an it.
It was a woman.
It was a woman, and then she was like, "I'm no, ma'am," and okay.
I'm not a man. That's my wife over there.
Yeah. She
was
wasn't a ma'am because her wife was over there.
And I'm like,
So basically, it was one of those that had to prove a point. And so, I've seen so many of those on TikTok and on the TikTok videos that come out, the other ones that come out on YouTube and that kind of thing. And they do that, look, I don't complain and yell and scream that I'm a woman. You need to recognize me as a woman. Don't yell and scream at me that I need to recognize you as something else, that especially that you're not. Supreme Court today. We're watching one of the biggest fights ever on this issue, and Tennessee wants to ban the growth blockers and all of that. So they don't want anyone under the age of 18 to be able to have sex changes, and so that is in the Supreme Court right now. It's being heard, and some of the testimony that's coming out of there, it's the most disgusting stuff I've ever heard in my life. Ever heard in my life. And I truly hope it gets banned. I say, set the precedents, let's get this stopped and knock it off.
She feel like
Kids don't know until they're like 25 what they want to do. Why are we saying that a 2-year-old can stand up and actually say that she feels like she's a boy, so cut everything off? Baloney.
Yeah.
Are we Babylon? That's what I'm wondering.
What do y'all think? Are we going in? Are we Babylon? The United States is the great Babylon now?
Man, I don't want to get into Q mood here, but it sure does feel like it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We are in a huge battle of good and evil, and have been for a long time. So. But this is what happens when you close your eyes, right? So, when you don't pay attention and you don't participate in the government and all of that, and you just say, well, it'll be okay. It's going to be like it always has been. And we've been trained for this crap for years. If you grew up with TV and all of that, been trained for it. I think how do I put this? One of the things that bothers me the most is how it seems that the left is dividing the country and taking us straight back to racism. And it's ugly because it's not at this point one side or the other. It is all sides, and they're all being hateful to each other, and it's just terrible. Absolutely terrible. How can you work together if you're fighting each other? It won't happen. So we better figure it out. We better figure it out soon. So as this president right now that's sitting is damn determined, he's going to send us into World War III. And he's doing everything in his power to make it happen. Look at where we are. Well, it's today, December 5th. Today is December 5th. And look at how far it's escalated between Russia, Ukraine, and the U.S. This is ugly.
We are on the verge of nuclear war.
This is ugly. Yep. So, and like I said, I can't remember if it was on our live Tuesday or ladies night. We were talking about it Monday, but it was ladies night when I was talking about the iodide tablets and that kind of thing. I don't think it's going to be nuclear war strong enough to wipe out where we're not going to be able to grow for 500 years and that kind of thing. Well, it's going to do some damage, but I think it's going to be just enough where they're going to be able to come in and take our land over and do with it what they want. So America's got a lot of minerals, a lot of treasures and that kind of thing that have not even been touched yet. And so we sit on very, very rich land. And that's why the government's trying to take it from all the farmers, right?
Yeah.
So, and, it is what it is.
No, I can't get it.
But they're not using it. They're buying it from other countries.
Well, I mean, why? Just because I have something sitting under my land, you may think that my tomatoes and my cotton and my, my lambs and my ducks and my chickens and all that aren't worth anything. Why do I got to be mining all over it?
Yeah.
Why can't I'm using it? I'm just using it for regenerative gardening, not for trying to get rich and take people over and destroy. Basically, it's going to destroy the world. You guys, lithium poisoning, it's a thing. And North Carolina is dealing with that right now. It's bad. So
Yeah, that's thousands of problems around here.
Yeah. A lot of people that were around here, there's a lot of mining up here because of the phosphate.
Yeah.
And because of that, people have thyroid issues.
Yeah.
A lot of them. And at first I was like, okay, it's family
It's everybody.
trade or whatever. And it's like, no.
No, it's poisoning. It's in the water too. And so that's what they're having a problem with in North Carolina, because the lithium is actually sunk into the wells and it's in that water stream. And they don't know what else has been leaked in there. And government's not going to come open and say what they found. But, lithium, you can't hide. Those purple veins are everywhere through there.
Yeah.
When that flood came, it just really highlighted all those a lot of why they don't want them on that property. They want to take it from them. And they're just going to mine it. They have to mine it.
Yeah. And I know with us around here with the phosphate, we even filter our water 4 different filters.
Yeah. Yeah. The Berkey's real good for that. I like the Berkey. Not everybody does. There's another one. Doggone it. Can't remember what it's called. There's another brand that's a Mirror Pure. I think it's a Mirror Pure. A lot of people like that one. Callie and Jesse sell one of the best ones I've ever seen. I just got to figure out when I can be comfortable enough to drop $5,000 on the system. And that thing, you take water from anywhere and put it in this system. And when you put it in, that water is so clean. And like acne, anything like that, it just clears it up. And oh man, it's just beautiful water. And so theirs is like a reverse osmosis, but I forget what it's called. And Keegan, I think it's Keegan. And it's pretty neat. So that I would love to have. I'd love to have a whole house system with that, actually. So I don't know. The girl can dream. I'll have to win the lottery. I'll have to win the stupid tax at some point.
Have you ever seen a white alligator in a phosphate pond?
Yes, I have.
Oh, bushcraft. All American has seen a white alligator in a phosphate pond.
Yeah. Well, you know why they got to get all this stuff up, right? Because they want to do the industrial solar. And that's what we're going in, and they've got to get those battery banks in.
That's what they're doing here.
Oh, so many farms out here went now to solar farms instead.
They have to. You guys are going to be the export. Florida's the export. Yeah, you guys are the export.
The strawberry fields as well.
Everything. Yeah. Pastures, strawberry, everything.
Yep, you guys are the export. So that's plain. None of this energy, it's so weird to me. They're taking up all this land. They're poisoning us with these panels, with these lithium batteries and everything else. They're taking away farmland. You can't grow within 5 miles of any of these batteries. And it just absolutely amazes me. None of this energy is for America. None of it's staying here. None of it. It's all going away. So, I would really like a government. Like, I cannot wait for January 20th. I cannot wait to get a government that actually cares about the United States citizens and not about people in Ukraine and sending $100 billion to Africa. Get this. Yeah. So $750 per United States citizen that actually applied for FEMA application. Obviously not Trump supporters, because they have a Trump flag and all of that. You couldn't get your $750 or get any aid because you weren't allowed to apply for it. And then what they do is they turn around for all the refugees that have been displaced from the drought and all of that stuff in Africa. They send $100 billion over. Are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
What a slap in the face.
I know. And we live in like an 8x10 shed, and then what? Really?
Yeah.
And what we can afford, but no.
Yeah.
I love the way that she looks at you.
Yeah, because she's like, Mama, you're gonna have a heart attack. Stop getting yourself excited.
Well, for us to live the way we do and see all that money go away,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous.
I want to know how we're going to pay it all back.
Really?
Literally every single United States citizens, including babies right now that are in the United States, everyone has to be working and paying tax. This is not an answer of just tax the rich. We are so overtaxed. We are so, oh my gosh, the overspending that what they have done. And
Repeat.
Elon Musk put out a
Jen.
little doohickey. I read it on our live, and he shared somebody else's post, and he made the comment, and he's right. They have literally created an echo factor bankruptcy. We're heading straight there. We're there. So basically, if during World War III we don't get overran by China, then what's going to end up happening is we owe China so much damn money at this point. They're just going to come in. They're going to call their note.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's what happens in bankruptcy.
Yeah.
So they're going to call the note.
Yeah. And Aaron, yeah, he's hanging in here. He's doing pretty good.
He's talking a lot. He's not sleeping.
I know. Yeah.
I mean, I can't give him too hard of a time. He's ordering lamb and duck.
Yeah, I've been giving him medication. And also I found these, it's like a natural antibiotics.
Yeah.
So I've been giving him some of that, and he's been taking moringa as well.
Oh, good. Yeah, moringa is great for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Moose Man, there's no paying it back.
Man, there's not. I feel so bad for my grandbabies. Oh my gosh. This is just terrible. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know. God bless Trump. He's got such an ordeal ahead of him to try to fix all of this, and he's going to need every bit of 8 years. And I don't even know at 8 years if he'll have a solution, and he'll probably have it in place, but it won't be fixed, and they're just going to screw it up again afterwards, just like they did this time.
Yeah, really, that's the thing. I'm wondering more if it's like, yeah, it's just going to prolong what's going to happen anyways.
Yeah, of course. You know, it just, I don't know, but I don't know. Look at what he did in 4 years. He had us almost, I mean, we were so close to being out of debt.
Yeah.
And, you know, and now, I mean, I have to be careful what I say.
Yeah. Hey, Lucy, what you chomping on?
A maple cookie.
Oh.
Yep. Maple cookie. I don't normally eat anything from the store, but my husband asked me to get him cookies, and these are his favorite.
Uh-huh.
And they taste like maple.
Yeah.
So I just took 2 out of his box just to munch on.
You have a source of maple syrup. Why don't you just make them for him?
Oh, I probably could. But I don't have an oven.
Oh.
I have the only oven I have is a toaster oven that was given to me. And the dials and everything was washed off. You can't see where your temperatures and all that stuff is. And I burnt a cake the other day, and I turned around, I said, and I turn around and I wanted to heave it right out the window, but so I'm gonna go and purchase, like, I'm gonna put a little mini propane out of a camper, out of the RV that we're tearing down.
Lucy,
there's a brand new
Lucy,
what's
you have a wood burning stove.
Yeah.
Why don't you bake with that?
Because I don't have an oven in the burning stove.
But Lucy, no, you can actually get, you can even bake bread. You just make a dome, but you can actually purchase one. And so there's actually a dome, a bread maker, and you can do cookies in it as well. And it just sits on top of your wood burning stove. And you can bake in that. You can do loaves of bread. You could do cookies. You do whatever you want. You want to bake a pie, bake a pie.
Right, what's that pie?
And I don't think they're very expensive. You just look on Amazon and see if you can find them. They're cast iron. I know that.
Dutch oven.
Dutch oven.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Dutch oven. You could do it in a Dutch oven too. Cookies.
I have two Dutch ovens. I have an oval, great big Dutch oven and a small round Dutch oven.
Okay, so just do your cakes in the Dutch oven. And then, you know, as far as the cookies and stuff go, you know, if you, depending on how
what I was going to do, I put it on a cookie sheet. I put a rack on top, so it's not direct heat, so it doesn't burn. But I was thinking of putting a cookie sheet, and then I have a big stainless steel roast pan and put the lid over top and turn it into like a dome, like an oven dome, and the heat just stays in there to cook. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, she's on a mission. She's on a mission. She's left the scene.
And it's hot, so I'm gonna, because it's sitting on the stove. See this, and it's just like that.
Yeah.
And you can grab them. You could get them in the camping section. Look on Amazon. I think I got this one on Amazon. It kind of goes like that. It's a trivet, and so that goes between your pan and your wood burning
And
stove.
the stove. Just a sec.
Now they're both gone. What are they getting?
So I can be a crafter and take this thing that is for doing a, for a shelf or whatever, and it's heavy metal, and I can shape it. See the way it looks? And
Yeah.
I can shape it and use it on my wood stove.
You could. I would be worried about what it's coated in. You don't want that on your wood burning stove.
Oh, the paint that it's on? Oh, I'll just
Uh-huh.
take and sand that off.
Yeah,
I have
sand
special
that off and-
sandpaper.
Sand that off and you'll be good. But these cast iron trivets, they are not expensive and they last forever.
No, I know.
Yeah, I've had mine for years. And
Well,
but yeah, that's how you do it. The wood burning stoves are so universal, and everybody thinks they've got to have these big fancy, $10,000
Ovens and
wood
stuff.
burning stoves with the oven and all of that.
no.
You don't need all of that. And
Well, what
so-
I was going to do was put the cookie sheet on it, right? To put the cookies on the cookie sheet, put it on the wood stove with the thing under it. And then I was going to take I have a great big stainless steel roasting pan that will hold like a 30-pound turkey. And I was going to put
it
that
on
over
top.
top and use it as a dome.
Put it on top, and then you've got, I don't know, you should have one, but I've got some. I have a few of them. I can get them if you want, but they just go right on the flue, or you could actually put them on top of the stainless steel pot, and it's magnetic, and so it sticks to it, and they're just about that big around, not very big. But it tells you the
thermometers.
temperature. It's a thermometer. It tells
Yeah,
you
the thermometers. Yeah.
Yeah, so then you know
I've seen
exactly
those.
how to spread your wood, control your wood, and all of that.
Yeah.
I guess Moose Man put this link up. It's for, I'm guessing, what you were showing.
I'll have to go look at it.
Yeah, but we don't have Tractor Supply here.
So, Lucy, if you can
I'll
find it,
show
at
you
Tractor
something that I
Supply,
looked up.
Lucy, if you can find it on Tractor Supply,
We don't have.
I
It's
know,
an
but
oven.
We have Princess Auto. It's like a Tractor Supply.
I bet you can get it from Amazon.
That's what I'm looking
Yeah.
Well, Mooseman just showed
for. I want to show it. I want to show. I'm going to look it up in Amazon. Let's see.
Yeah, Moose Man just said
Good
they're
thing
not
for
the
two
only
phones.
dealer for them. They're everywhere. So it
Yeah.
would just be a matter of seeing if they're in Canada or how
Oh,
to get
he
them.
said Amazon
Oh,
has them.
Amazon does have them. There you go.
Just wait. No, if this is what he's talking about.
Oh, would you
I'm
look
just
it up?
trying to look. Yeah, I looked at the one up where you
Uh-huh.
can stick it on top of your wood stove.
Mhm. Yep.
It's like a camping oven
Yeah.
with the thermometer and everything, and you can set them on your wood stove.
Oh, Coleman Camp Oven. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's so
Yeah.
many different things and so many different ways that you can do stuff.
Mhm.
And, I've got pizza ovens and that kind of thing I can throw on the grill, open fire. I can throw them on the wood burning stove, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
And there's just so much stuff out there. Just because you're off grid and all of that, you don't have to give up quote unquote luxuries. There's several ways to do everything.
No. I'm always trying to invent something for myself that with all the junk I got around here and all the scrap my son gets, as soon as I see something, when he brings a truckload in, the first thing is as soon as that truck is shut off, I'm right there to see if there's anything to do with gardening or anything I can use Well, he brought
Yeah.
2 big, huge containers, and I laughed at him. And I said, see, you always told me I was crazy. Why to save all that? Well, we're building with skids, he's building a shed just to store stuff in, like for his 3-wheeler parts and that.
Yeah.
And he's got no nails. And I said, well, you threw all the nails out and you said, we don't need them. They're good for scrap. Well, what did he bring home? Somebody brought big, huge containers and a big 7-gallon bucket of
nails.
3-inch RDoc nails and 2.5-inch, everything we needed. So now I've got about a 10-year supply of nails. And I said, don't you throw them out anymore.
Yeah.
I said, you call us hoarders, but every time somebody wants something, we know where to go in either shed or we use trailers for storage. And we know exactly where to get what it is they're asking for. And we bring it out and then we barter or they pay us for it.
Yeah. And that's
And they
funny.
think a lot of them were thinking we were hoarders and nuts and crazy.
Yeah.
I have in my one shed, I saved these big, long steel boxes, and they're full of great, big, huge, different size bolts with the nuts. And they looked at me. My son says, this was about 5 years ago. He says, what do you want to save them for? Because they were in the back of his truck. I said, they'll always come in handy. I've been bartering with them with the farmers because they need them for their equipment. And, instead of going and paying $6-7 a bolt.
Sure.
Why not have them for all bartering? If you got a place to store it, I got 100 acres to store it. Well, why not use it for bartering?
Yeah, Blue Butterfly, they need old tin, and old tin's easy to come by, especially if you're over in Missouri and Kansas, easy to come by. You just got to be willing to go tear something apart. Usually something's coming down, somebody's doing something. We get tin, roofing tin, siding tin, the whole 9 yards. In fact, G's got to go get some more. He's got to call Tim and go get some more. Because he's going to put in a ton of raised beds for me because the raised beds seem to be doing great. And we're just going to line them up and keep them going. So,
well, my son just brought a truckload home. We didn't get time to do my roof, but they're doing my roof in tin for me. And he got it all free from the scrapyard. His boss told him, take what you want.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it's all, and then I went to buy the strapping. You got to put the strapping on your roof to put your tin on.
Yeah.
And I went and looked, and they want, what was it, $6 or $7 just for an 8-foot board, 3 inches wide, one board. And I said, no, you guys are a highway robbery. And that was at a Home Depot. Well, my daughter tore her hen house down, like the outside run of the hen house when she gave me all her chickens, gave me rolls and rolls of chicken wire. And then she gave me all the boards. I got a whole trailer full. We'll do my house and my son's house with the strapping for nothing.
Sure. Yeah, Blue Butterfly. I don't know what that's about. It's just like good luck on your roofs. Yeah, the metal roof, I like it. And so we have one house that is regular roofing and the other house is metal. And believe it or not, the metal roofing has held up way better than the house roofing. So
I just like it because I don't have to shovel.
Well,
we get so much snow.
The metal roofing, that is the original roof from 1958. And this roof is got to be the third roof or fourth roof that has been put on since 2003.
Wow.
So, yeah.
I don't know about for y'all, but around here, man, metal roofs on houses are like the big thing now. Everybody have a metal roof on their houses, and even a commercial for one of the roofers I hear on the radio. They do say, get your last roof you'll ever have to buy.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I love it. I absolutely love it. And eventually that's what's going to happen on this main house because I'm tired of dealing with it. So the only problem is now they're so popular that, it's like 50 grand, 60 grand in order to put the metal roof on.
Yeah. And our place, our shed here, it has a metal roof too. And it's been last through many hurricanes.
Yeah. Yeah. I like them. So, and you just the trick is to make sure there's enough insulation, and then you have to have another layer in there. So If you do that, then, you know, the only weird part is when it hails softball size hail. That is scary. So I'm like, but I was in the main
Somebody's
house too.
bowling up there.
Yeah. Yeah. But what was funny, it was like the metal building sounded worse, but the metal building, we were like, okay, it's fine. What we were worried about and getting insurance out was on this brand new freaking roof that we just had put on. It was just put on. The people that sold it, it was just put on 3 years ago, three and a half years ago. So it's only 3.5 years old. And I'm like, that hail tore it up. I know it had to have tore it up, but I'm like holding off because we're already in trouble with insurance over the fire. So, but I have to catch it before we have damage to the house. There cannot be any water damage because because of the hailstorm and because it's documented now with the state and all of that, with the state of emergency. So because of all of that, if I start getting water damage from a storm, they won't cover it. I'll be in trouble for it because I neglected to take care of the problem. And there's always a loophole in there. I wish I had so many loopholes.
Yeah. Hogs is asking, do you get snow there?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we get snow. Heck yeah. Yeah. In fact, we've had snow on the ground. Let's see, when did it snow? Sunday, Monday, somewhere in there. And it's just now started melting off a few days ago. Still had some on the ground yesterday. And then today it's just all ice, whatever's left, because it was like 26 degrees today. So
Yeah.
We're going down to, like, for you guys in Fahrenheit would be -4. That's what we're going down to tonight.
oh yeah,
And
we're gonna be close to you. We're gonna be close
yeah,
to you.
and then we're getting a big snowstorm. They got snow squalls warning. We're supposed to get another 50 centimeters tomorrow, starting tomorrow afternoon. But then by Monday, it's supposed to go up to +2 rain. Tuesday, rain all day and +5, which is like in the 40s. But +5 is about 40 degrees.
Mhm.
Weird, eh?
Yeah. We actually
But
got
we get all this snow.
today.
Yeah, because we're up to over 3 feet of snow, almost 4 feet of snow now.
Yeah, rabid. Yeah, I get your point, man. But dang, they're so much easier to take care of and less expensive. He said firefighters hate steel roofs, and I absolutely get it because they're impossible to get through. You can't get through them, and that back of the house, we are aware of that, and we are carefully planning the remodel in there because it's not just the roof that is steel, the entire building is steel, and it's the World War II airplane steel. And so we're being very careful. Well, unless there's a fire inside the house, then we're screwed.
Yeah.
And that's what Rabbit's talking about. So yeah, we're aware of that. We're aware. So
and
that's
you
just like those apartments.
You can't get a good grip on with your boots on those roofs too.
Right.
He said.
Right.
All right.
Yeah. That's like those. They built some apartment buildings here. A couple of them in our town, our small town. The first one they built was out of those steel containers.
Yeah.
And but then the town wouldn't allow them to build the second one out of them because they said it wasn't
sure
safe.
Rabbit would like our steel roof better than the ones they do nowadays. Our steel roof, I'm not sure why they even came up with it and how it happened, but our roof actually, I'll have to take a picture of it and I'll send it to you guys, but that won't do Rabbit any good. He won't be able to see it, but it actually has cleats in it everywhere. And so it goes long ways and then across. And so, not sure why. It used to be once upon a time before whatever in the world, chemical spraying and all of that stuff that they're doing. It used to be we would get feet and feet and feet of snow here. And I'm pretty sure that's probably why, because you have to get up and, you want to make sure you get all that snow off and that kind of thing. Yeah.
Oh.
Are they for the ice dam?
That could be. I don't know. Could be. But
Oh,
it helps G when he gets up on the roof. So
yeah.
they help G.
I know
But,
when y'all was talking about y'all's temperatures tonight and all, man, we were pretty warm today. We got in the 70s.
Oh, shut up. What the hell?
Hey, it's only 65 degrees in my house.
I get so tired of hearing that. My dad, they'll go to Hawaii and then they'll call me in the middle of wintertime. Guess what temperature it is? We're so warm here. It's just da 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 da. And then during the summertime, depending on where they're at, because if they live in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and so he'll call me and he's like, "How hot and humid is it? Are you okay? Are you miserable?" And then I'll tell him, and I just be really honest with him and like, "Feel sorry for me, Daddy," and that kind of thing. And then he goes, "Oh yeah." He goes, "No, it's a real nice, beautiful 68 degrees. Linda and I are sitting out on the patio and we're enjoying everything." And I'm like, "What is wrong with you, evil people?"
But tomorrow we're supposed to get back cold again. And for one day we have good weather and then we'll get back cold tomorrow.
But okay, so what is your cold? Because we're heading that way. We're heading to Tennessee. We're going to be in Camden, and we were promised by the weather map 58 degrees.
That is our lows lately have been 40. The coldest night so far, it's been 47. But around 51, 47 has been our coldest nights.
Okay. All right.
And our highs are been in the 60s.
Okay.
And
yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to pack, and I'm really having issues. I'm like, man, because I know I'm freezing right now. So if I take out sweatshirts and sweaters, if I get out there, depending on what temperature is, I'm going to be sweating because my body is in the middle of acclimation.
Yeah.
And so I don't really want to be. I don't really want to be sweating, but at the same time, I don't want to be freezing. I don't know. Oh, it's terrible.
My house right now is only 65 degrees in my cabin. With the wind still going, it's only 65 degrees. No, it's not. It's beautiful for sleeping.
Yeah.
Yes, for sleeping. Yes, I do like being cool like that for sleeping.
I think I may have to get up and go put another log on the fire because I'm not feeling heat behind me, and I'm not seeing G helping. G may be asleep. I have no idea. Oh no, it's Thursday night. They're in Bible study. So yeah, I probably need to go put wood on that fire. Would you guys excuse me for a sec?
Yeah.
Yep, you go right ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, so even Rabid says it's 18 here right now, but the wind finally stopped.
Yeah, we figure another 50 centimeters, which is probably another 1.5 to 2 feet again.
Oh man,
that's okay. It's normal for us.
Yeah, man, I don't know about.
I've had it where I've walked down the trails because we'll run skidoos through the 100 acres through our trails, and do not step off your trail. I've forgot and stepped off the trail. I was out walking and I stepped off the trail for a minute, and as soon as I stepped off the trail, woof, right down to my waist, and I had to dig myself out. That was fun.
Oh, in Oklahoma, it's 37 and dropping in Oklahoma.
Yep. Right now, here, I'll get my husband's his magnetic little flashlight that he uses.
Ooh, he brought me an Osage orange, and then the log was cut. It was split and cut just like a little bit too long. And so I had to fight that. And I don't know if you ever burn Osage orange, but it like pops fire out at you.
Oh.
And so it's like,
yeah,
ooh, that was warm.
It's 19 degrees here right now and dropping.
No.
It's colder here. I think it's colder here. I'm pretty sure it's colder here. So
no.
Yeah. No, thank you. I'll be
what are you gonna do? You guys so here's the thing, Ashley, you guys got to think about this because you guys are going to be traveling, you're going to be able to go everywhere and do all of this. You got to think of this. So here there is no beautiful time of the year. So when the weather feels good, right? Where you want to do stuff, you're dodging tornadoes, you're dodging rain and that kind of thing. In the summertime, you're melting, you're sweating, it's humid, you're hot. And then in the wintertime, you're freezing to death and dealing with snow and all of that. What are you guys going to do? Are you going to just stay
dodging
stalkers or?
He says we're going to dodge tornadoes.
Okay.
How your percentage of humidity? What do y'all normally get?
I mean, it just kind of depends. It really depends. It depends on what jet streams come in. It depends on how many jet streams at a time come in. We witnessed that this year, and it can get sticky. Like,
Okay.
it is nothing to. So the humidity in Florida is comparable to our humidity, I would say. And I would say that the only thing that makes it worse is that we got hotter than Florida.
Yeah, because
So-
we got the cross breeze from we're
The Gulf to
ocean.
the
Yeah, we got ocean breeze.
Yeah. My dad used to talk about that. That's where I was born in Florida. And so it was real funny. My dad, he tells me all the time, he's like, don't ever go to Florida in the winter. And it was like, well, why? And I was like, seems to me that would be the perfect time. Well, because when it gets cold, the humidity is like snow. It's just ice coming down on you. Like, ugh.
Hey, I went to Florida when I was 15 for
Yeah.
3 weeks during Christmas, and we stayed in Fort Lauderdale. And we had snow there at that time. That was back in 1976,
Yeah.
and we had snow. There was snow there. We were shocked.
Yeah.
But and then most of the time we couldn't go swimming because the tide was in because of, I don't know. And so I think I got a couple pictures of me swimming in the Atlantic Ocean back then.
Uh-huh.
And then the people were laughing at me because of the way the Americans were laughing at me being from Canada because of the way I pronounce certain things. So they'd say something and I think, well, I pronounce it this way, not the way you guys pronounce it. And they thought I was crazy.
That hasn't changed.
And then they had to
we still make fun of
No
you.
way.
You just don't know it.
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing. I never forgot. They got the people I went down with. They got me and their son to go and get them. They ordered pizza along the beach, and we were standing in line, and we were watching this guy flinging up the dough, flinging it up in the air, catching it, and getting ready to make the pizza dough. Right?
Yeah.
And we got up, and I looked up, and there was this nice clean circle up in the ceiling, and then it was black all the way around. And I said, yeah, no, I don't want your pizza. He ordered it for them, and I said, no, I'm not eating it. No, thank you. I don't know what they've got up in their ceiling.
Oh.
Yeah. Then they took me crab fishing. Get this. They took me crab fishing. We caught our own crabs, got back to it was like almost like a motel. It had the bedrooms. It had its own kitchen. It's like a little suite. We get in there. They get the big pot out, put the water on, start boiling the pot. He goes out. The gentleman goes out, gets the crabs, brings them in, and they turn around and they start dropping them into the pot alive, which I didn't know as a kid that that's the way they did them. And you could hear all this really weird noise, and it was like almost like they were crying. And I said, no, order me pizza. I'm not eating it. And you know what? The first time I tried crab with my daughter, she loves seafood. She went and made a great big huge roast pan up, and she made a great big seafood dinner, and she had everything, octopus, you name it, she had it all in there, crabs and everything, and lobster. And so she says, Mom, you're going to try it. And she slammed a big piece of crab on my plate and says, now I want you to eat it and try it. You said you would never eat it when you were a kid. I told them the story. So I tried it and I didn't mind it at all. The only thing I don't eat is shrimp, because I feel that when you eat shrimp, it feels like you're eating a rubber tire. Shrimp.
Oh, they're
for some
overcooked.
reason.
No,
They're overcooked.
They're overcooked. You don't. That's not how they should be.
No, they should not taste like
I have
that.
to tell my other daughter that. My other daughter, that's a teacher, because that's where she got me to try it. And I chewed on it a bit, and I said, this tastes like a rubber tire. I don't need to eat that. That's fine.
No, they're overcooked. And a lot of people have a hard time cooking fish. and especially shellfish and that kind of stuff. But yeah, no,
Well, see,
I
growing
I
up as
love
a kid,
fish.
we used to go pick in the lakes, freshwater clam,
Mhm.
and we used to bring them home. And I remember my mom taking out the meat, and she'd boil it for a little bit, and then she'd fry it really, really slow in butter,
Mhm.
and let it cook really slow, and then she'd just bring it out, and it was really tender. But of course, I never ate it. I just let her enjoy it. But my husband and all my kids eat it all. They love it all.
Yeah.
I've just never.
When I'd fly back
I'm
northeast, I would always bring back lobster and whatever I could carry, and bring it back. And it was always funny to me because the stewardesses and the pilots were ready to come home with me when they saw me bringing the live lobsters off the boat.
Well, yeah.
I get home and do all of that. But yeah, no, I think it's funny. A lot of people, they won't eat lobster and crab for that reason. They're like, oh, they scream. I've never in all my life, and my dad was in the military, and so Navy, and so we were East Coast and West Coast and that kind of thing. The only time we were Midwest, we were in Tennessee for a little bit. And so we always had fresh fish, and fresh lobster was available all the time and that kind of thing. But I think growing up like that was an advantage because I really got to learn how to cook it and how I liked it and that kind of thing. So it's not overcooked. And so Garen would never eat fish. He hated it. And so he's like, it's not very good. I don't like it. I'm not going to eat it. And I said, well, tell you what, we're married now. You're going to put your big boy pants on. I'm going to cook dinner and you're going to eat what I put in front of you. And Garen will only eat the fish that I make. He won't eat any other fish. And so, it's worked out. But yeah, fish is something you have to know how to cook. If you don't know how to cook it.
I don't eat store-bought fish. I will not eat store-bought fish. Everything's fresh from the lakes.
So we are lucky here in the States. We can actually, I can call Northeast, and so I can call the companies that are there, the fishing companies, and they will actually fly out to me what I want, my order. And so once I found out Hy-Vee would do that, Hy-Vee actually got a better cost on it than I did directly from the fish yard. So, but yeah, you can have them flown back and forth, and it's not much more than what you pay at the grocery store, and it's nice and fresh, and you're supporting a mom and pop shop. And so that's how we got a lot of stuff, especially when we were in DC. I would just go down to the wharf and buy stuff right off the boats and then do that. They'd come in and throw everything out and that kind of thing. And I would just go through and get what I wanted. So, we did eat very well. A lot of people that ate at our house, they would tell you that, they had no idea we were poor. I don't know how. We're Washington, D.C. with a baby on a corporal salary. So I don't know how they didn't know we weren't poor. But yeah.
I got a pile. I got about 100 fillets, black crappie fillets I've been picking away at. My grandson, he goes, like, once spring comes and he'll come up and he'll go fishing, and he walks and he hikes the creeks and everything up here. And he comes back with like 3-4 pound, sometimes 5-6 pound rainbow trout, speckled trout. Yeah. And then I forgot, I got all my smelts that I netted with my son. I think I've got probably about 400 or 500 smelts.
I'm laughing at Katie's spirit. She said, my first time here and my cousin calls. Oh, so, yeah. And then and tells her it's a conspiracy. I saw.
Yeah. And then we have actually another newbie joining here as well. Art Wildman Survival. He says that his first time here as well.
Perfect. Welcome.
Yes.
Well, welcome.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, yeah, it's definitely, there's ways to get stuff. Lucy, that crappie, I tell you what, I would first thing I would do is I'd make me a good old corn seasoning, get all that stuff done, and I'd fry those puppies up. Those would be gone.
Well, you know what? I fried some up last week, and guess how I did it? I took and I had egg, then I had cornmeal and corn flour, because I got myself a whole bunch. My daughter got me to go where they sell it by the bulk. So I took the fillets and I put them in the egg. I rolled it in the corn flour first. Okay. Then I set it on the plate, and my grandson says, Grandma, when you put fish in, roll it in flour, leave it set for about 5-10 minutes. Then I took it and I rolled it in the cornmeal, and then I threw it. I used lard because that's what I use, my own lard. And I put it in my black skillet, and that's golden brown on each side. My husband ate 30 pieces.
Yeah, like I do mine. I season mine all up, and I do with the corn the same way. And then I season it up. I get all those herbs in there and all that stuff in there.
Yep.
Like literally, when we get together for a fish fry, I always make like gallon bags full. I have to make several bags, and then like my god sister will take a bag, and then my godson's mother-in-law will take a bag, and all of that, because everybody wants to make sure that they have it on hand and all of that. They can make it just as easily. Well, I guess I have to give them the recipe, but I don't, because it makes me feel important and loved when they ask for mine.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I've never had this before. Like, yeah, you'll enjoy it. But yeah.
So I like what
I'm waiting.
Ian says. Go ahead, Lucy.
No, you go ahead.
Ian says, welcome to the new people. And he says, she said, Rabbit, put your pants on. We got company.
I saw that.
Hey, did he say any free drinks for the ladies tonight?
No, he's gotten cheap on us.
He's slacking. He's slacking.
He got comfy and quit buying the girls around. I'm telling you.
Yeah, and this is Thursday too, ladies.
I know.
Coming weekend. Come on. I'm going to have to go and have a shot of my Zambuca. Have you ever heard of Zambuca?
Yes. Why do I know Zambuca?
I heard
Because it tastes like licorice. Black licorice.
Oh boy.
No, Zambuca.
Oh.
I have heard of that, but I don't know why or how I've heard. Maybe you told me about Zambuca before.
I did.
You like it?
Yeah, that's what. Hey, that's the only thing I can keep in here that my husband don't take on me.
Well, I couldn't imagine.
Yeah, he's got All American. He's gotten sick off of that.
Ugh.
He don't drink
Oh,
that.
not me. I could drink it and drink it.
I don't drink no.
M says, is it like kombucha?
It's like
No. Watch. Just wait.
Okay. You said it's cough medicine.
Cough medicine.
Why not?
Is it an alcohol? It might be an alcohol.
I think so.
Yeah.
Alcohol is terrible.
Yeah. Maybe that's where I know it from, an alcohol.
This is my Zambuca. See?
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. It almost looks like vodka, but
Yeah.
it tastes. And it's Ramazzotti Sambuca.
Lucy be hanging out with the Greeks now.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so delicious. I can even just.
There's
On the
a
rocks.
a Greek restaurant that we go to in Kansas City. I absolutely loved it. And George is just so wonderful. And he was the owner. It was family owned. And so cousins were on the piano. They have a show and belly dancing and all of that. And we'd love to go and eat there. And so we would go in, and then the ouzo would start flowing around. And I had never had it before. And when I got that licorice shot in there, I wanted to die. And I was like, I'm not a black licorice girl. I'm just not. And I
love black licorice.
I agree with All American on this one. It tastes like cough medicine.
Have you ever tried Fireball?
Yeah.
Try it with root beer.
No, I'm not really.
It is so delicious.
Alcohol. Yeah, I'm not really a hard alcohol drinker. I
can't stand. I don't drink beer because beer to me is swamp piss. That's what I call it.
Well, Lucy, I don't
My
know.
son-in-law gets me though. My son-in-law gets me. He's a beer drinker, and he said, "Come on, Ma, you got to have one beer with me, just one beer for the year with me." So I turn around and I said, "Okay, give me your damn swamp piss, and I'll drink it." So we'll sit there. He says, "Are you finished it yet?" I said, "Well, watch. I'll finish it, and I'll just chug-a-lug it, and then I'll throw a can at him."
I don't know what kind of beer he's given you, but it
Coors
shouldn't
Light.
taste
He
like.
drinks Coors Light.
Oh, well, no wonder. Yeah, no, that's crap. I don't know. No wonder you don't like beer. You
Oh no,
gotta
no,
get,
he drink. My daughter buys him every time there's a new type of beer, new flavored beer or whatever that comes out. My
yeah.
daughter, single can, she buys that for his birthday, for Christmas. She'll buy him a whole bunch of flavors that he's never tried.
Okay, has he ever had? You'll have to ask him if he's ever had burnt toast beer. And so
Okay.
Zeg brings it to Garen. You can only get it in a certain place in Colorado. And so it's a small brewery there that makes it. Zeg brought Garen a case and a half. And so we
Oh
traded
wow.
some. Yeah, so we traded some, bartered back and forth for some stuff. But so if does not have that, I bet you, because we'll see Zeg in the spring, and maybe if he goes through there, he'll pick Garen up. Like Garen, like Ashley and her lamb. She stretches it. Garen does the same thing with the burnt because it's hard to get. But I can hide one in the back of the fridge, and then you can take it back with you to Canada for him. If
Oh
you
yeah. Yeah.
spring.
Then he'd have to try that. I just have to get over the border with it.
Oh, you can't take it over the border?
Oh, I don't know. Hey, the only time I was ever over the border, we didn't need passports back then. That was about 15, 20 years ago. And
Yeah.
my uncle had won $50,000 and I went to the Sault Ste. Marie, which is Michigan and Sault Ste. Marie border.
Yeah.
And they cashed in the money and everything and put it in their bank accounts. And then my friend, because I was driving her car, she hired me. She says, we're going to go over into the States. And I said, what do you mean? And she says, we're going to go to Quayton Casino. I said, okay, no problem. So I get there and I tell them what we're doing, and we're going to just overnight and, do this and that and do a little bit of shopping. And that's when I was driving 70 kilometers an hour and everybody's passing me like crazy. And my friend asks me, how fast are you going?
Yeah, you guys smuggled the cigarettes.
Yeah,
and all
with the cigarettes. Well, that
Yeah.
scared me.
Yeah, I bet you if you ask you and take alcohol over, we used to bring alcohol
Yeah, I was
back and
told.
forth from Tijuana all the time. So
I was
I don't
told.
understand.
Yeah,
So I don't
I was
understand
told
why
that you have to let them know, though. You got to mark everything down that you're bringing back.
Oh, just mark it as a can. I'll ship it to you, for crying out loud, if I need to. Not right now, obviously, because no one's allowed to ship anything to you. So, but
No, I know, eh?
I'll just ship it to you. What are they gonna do? But take it.
Maybe it'll change. I had a dream that it changed and we became part of the United States, and I didn't have to have a passport.
That apparently is a lot of wishful thinking going on. I heard a lot of that from a lot of people. And so, yeah, well, I don't know. New York's talking about going your way. So I say you can have them. But
They can keep New York. Yeah, they can keep New York.
Nobody wants New York.
We don't want them.
No, I got enough of Toronto.
Yeah, no, I don't know. It'll never happen. That was just a stupid comment on that.
Yeah.
I don't even know who it was senator or whatever. It was a stupid comment on her behalf. She should have just kept her mouth shut. But anymore, that's what they do. They open their mouth and they sound stupid. So
New York is Dan.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't like. There used to be a joke. Some things we're calling camp. Midwest Preparedness Camp, Tagistan, and I really had a problem with that. And everybody thought it was funny. It was just a joke and that kind of thing. The problem is you got so many new people coming into the community and that kind of thing, and people that you want to get to know. Well, you come in and you already deem one person a leader, and this is the person that owns everything and does everything. I got a problem with that, because that's not the community that I moved to, and that's not the community that we want.
Mm-hmm.
And so we've got a meeting. Yeah. We've got a meeting on the 14th. A lot of new members and things. A lot of people that were involved in that will be here for that meeting. And so it'll be very interesting to see how that subject gets ironed out and what ends up happening with it. But I just sit and watch a little bit. I've already been through these meetings. We did it before when it was just 5 families. And, each meeting, it took us 4 hours. So we just said, we'll have to have another meeting. And so that's when we decided sovereignty was everything. But I don't know, to each their own. Everybody's going to do it their own different way, right? So,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
I think it's too bad. We really been hoping Bird Lady Speaks would be in here a couple times. We were hoping she'd be on Tuesday, and we were hoping that she would be on tonight, so that we talk a little bit more about community and what the community does. Bird Lady Speaks is trying to figure out how to build a community where she is at, and she doesn't know where to start. She was over on Local Prepper's channel, and Local Prepper was talking a little bit about that Tuesday morning. So we were going to share with her our experience and how we got our community started and do all of that. So I'll just have to reach out to her at some point and then
Yeah.
get started. So
Where is
guys,
she located?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure where she's at. So it's been through comments and that kind of thing. We haven't really been able to. And a lot of people, like, you come in under the names and that kind of thing. And a lot of people, you tell me your real name when you meet me, and then I'm like, oh, nice to meet you, and that kind of thing. And then they'll say, oh, I'm so and
But you
so.
don't have a clue.
Yeah, because I don't have a clue.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. So, so we really like to help her with that. And like I say, you want to build a community. The fastest way to do it is just to have a potluck. You send out an email to 2 people you think would be interested, have them forward that email to 2 people each that they think would be interested. And that is how you have 5 counties represented in your first potluck. And you start building community and going from there. And then
That's a good way to get
Yeah, I know
people
Northern Girl.
to miss food.
Northern
Yeah.
Girl lives 2 hours from me, and she wants to come and see me in the summertime. She wants us to get together, and we've been talking steady back and forth.
Yeah.
And then I have my neighbor down the road. I was supposed to go have tea with her tomorrow, but she's sick. So, and the last time I was supposed to see her before I was sick, and I didn't want. She's got a little boy that she homeschools, and she's 100% wanting to not. She grows her own food. She just put a big, huge high tunnel up and everything, and so she's everything that we do. She's 100% for it. So her and I are supposed to get together, and he wants to get on everybody's channels and stuff, and we're going to start doing stuff together. And so, meeting certain ones, and then that's where you start, right? You go out and you just, when I go out, I love talking to people. I'm always talking to, I never shut up. That's the problem.
I've met some good friends doing that and talking in the stores and that kind of thing. And then, I don't know. And then going to festivals and making sure that you're doing things like Midwest Preparedness Festival and the SOE parties and Self-Reliance Festival, Kentucky Sustainable Living Festival, that kind of thing. And so when you do these, you start to meet people and you start realizing we'll put people together. In the canning class that I taught in Kentucky, when I was doing that class, I literally had 2 couples. Well, it was one wife came, but then there was a husband and wife that also came. And so they lived literally almost right next door to each other.
Oh, wow.
They had
no idea that they were both preppers and into the same thing. And so that's how you do it. You just get to know people and come. So, all right, guys, it is 8:45. You know what
it's 1:45. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got to get laundry out. I got to get my bags packed. I got to figure out blankets and pillows and that kind of thing, because I know I'm going to be dragged out of this house when he wants to leave.
I got to haul wood in yet.
Yeah.
I got wood to haul in for the night.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'll sign off, and I just let everybody know, be at least 1% better tomorrow than you were today.
Yeah. Okay. And go live a life done free and keep your head on a swivel. Watch everywhere's around you.
Stay dangerous.
But make a new friend one day. Make a new friend.
And y'all have a blessed day.
Yeah. See ya.
Bye.
Bye-bye, guys.